Hi, I'm Olivia. This is going to be my first vlog and I'm so excited. I'm going to take you guys with me to do a couple things and I really want to talk about the books that I've been reading, so let's get right into it. What are we doing? Okay, go again.
Doing that again.
Do it again.
No.
Please.
Hey guys, this is Liv. We're going to Walmart. My beautiful husband just put his Tesla on the charger. How cool. He also just went and got a new Apple Watch. I also have a kid on my shoulders. Not sure whose it is, but
Okay,
yeah,
wait,
that's all.
there's people
Bye.
coming. I'm scared. They have all these special editions of books. I don't know if anybody's seen the new Hunger Games books. Look at how cool they are with the sprayed edges, and they all look different now. And then also they have all these special editions of the Legacy of Gods series. Like every single one of them is sprayed to be the same color as the cover. It's so cool. Okay, it is several days later now. I never ended up getting any of those books that I saw at Walmart. I am working on building my library up, but I do have Kindle Unlimited, so I don't know why it's like hard for me to buy a book that I know I can get like essentially for free on Kindle Unlimited, so I didn't end up getting any of those books. I know The Hunger Games isn't on Kindle Unlimited, but the Legacy of God series is, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about a book that I was reading, which was Fast by Millie Belazar. I haven't heard anybody talking about this book. I did see Shaughnessy Schroeder talk about the book a couple times, and that's actually what piqued my interest in it. I don't know if I just said this already, but the book was Fast by Millie Belazar. It was about a girl who had a really, really traumatic life. Something happens to her where she has to move in with her grandmother and her uncle, and that house ends up being like a literal trauma bomb to her life, as if what just happened to her to make her move there wasn't bad enough. It was very, very hard to read the first part of the book. It's told in like 3 parts, so it's when she's 8, when she's 16, and then when she's 28. But when she's 8, it's just trauma. So it's super, super heavy. So if anyone's watching this and wants to read that book, just read trigger warnings because it is a lot heavier than I expected. But the book did have a super, super wholesome romance, which I feel like is rare in like a book with so much trauma. There was literally like no red flags whatsoever from the MMC. Well, at least not in my book. Some people might say he had some red flags, but I thought it was super, super wholesome. And it was pretty good. The only thing with me is like, I feel like when there's so much like build up for a character and like characters getting together, once they finally get together, like I'm excited for them, happy for them, but like after that I'm kind of bored. But I did really like the book. I liked the ending. I liked what I was trying to say is that what she ended up doing in her life for her career was, honestly, it really showed her resilience. And then throughout the end of the book also. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil anything, but I did want to come here and talk about that book and recommend it because I don't know if it's like an indie book, but I didn't see like that many like ratings on it and stuff. So, and like I said, I don't ever hear anybody talking about it. Besides, I did see Shaughnessy Schroeder talk about it, but besides that, I haven't seen anybody talk about it. So let me know if you guys check that out because it was so good. I do want to keep making vlogs like this. I don't know if I'm gonna do like specific reading vlogs. I'm gonna try to, because this is something that I've really wanted to do for a really long time, but I feel like I just never have the courage to do it. I've actually sat down and filmed probably like 10 videos. I mean, full out like unboxings, like pretty much like everything you can think of. And I hold myself to such a high standard that like if one thing's wrong, I scrap the whole video. I never upload it. And I just feel like, you know, you're not gonna go anywhere if you do that. And I feel like I think too much into what people are gonna say and what they're gonna think. So I do want to just upload this in hopes to like push someone else that is holding back from what they want to do because they're scared of what other people will think, or if they try to be too perfect. I just really hope this could help someone. And I really do want to talk about books. I love reading. I've loved reading since I was a little girl. It's honestly helped me so much through everything I've ever went through in life. I think like being able to escape into like a world that's not your own is very powerful, and it helps a lot. So I just hope I can build some type of community with this, maybe start a book club. I just would love to have my own like little community of like introverted people, because I mean people that aren't introverts also, but I'm super introverted. I love talking about all things bookish, and I feel like that's something that gets me out of my comfort zone. I have a lot of social anxiety, so this is big for me because like I just said, I am super concerned about like what other people think, and I have so much going on in my head that literally I mess up one thing, I'm like, everybody hates me, and I don't know. I hope maybe someone sees this that's going through the same thing and can relate. But if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. And maybe if you want to leave a comment and put like the book that got you into reading, because I would love to see that. The book that got me into reading was honestly Harry Potter and like the Twilight series. They're still like my comfort books. And movies, honestly. I watch the movies all the time. I read the books all the time. I go different formats. I read physical books. I'll listen to the audiobook. And I think there's something really comforting about having a series that just like, I don't know, I guess comforts you. Just bear with me while I try to do this, because I'm already thinking about everything that's going wrong. But that's okay. Sometimes you need to just put yourself out there. But thank you for watching.